Alrighty, I'm back. Alrighty, so then this this piece here is sort of a little backing strip to connect the two pieces of leather on the back here. Or it's a connection strip, I suppose. Um, it's gonna go on the back here. Yeah, it should be wide enough. And so I'm going to add a couple more grooves. So what part of the of your 3D printers are you having trouble with? There's with the amount of resources there are out there, you can learn anything you could ever need to know about 3D printers and fixing them, setting them up, 3D design. Which ones to get, which ones to stay away from. The apps and stuff. Interesting. Yeah, I have a very simple 3D printer, so um, it doesn't have any doesn't have a whole lot of technology to it. It's just take the files or make the files or whatever the situation is on my laptop. Excuse me. Put it into 1 second. So yeah, I just take the files from my laptop, put it onto this little USB stick thumb drive guy that has this little tiny they call it a micro SD card, I think, that slips in there, and then so yeah, it transfers it to the card, and then I take the little card, put it in my 3D printer. It's a Ender 3, which is it's an Ender 3, but it's also like I don't know, it has like some other branding on it. It was really a good price. Um, but I think it is, technically an Ender 3. You might just have like crappy software or something. But anyway, uh yeah, and then just so then on there on the screen you just kind of go to the files, scroll down and click on it, and that's pretty much all there is to it. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, there's also a I don't know, some kind of old school looking uh USB slot. I don't actually know what to call it, but it almost looks like a micro USB or like a USB C. I don't know. I'm very dumb when it comes to all technology. Most things, to be honest. But it has I don't know, it has kind of a weird shape to it. So I don't really know what it is, but it's right next to the slot for the micro USB card, micro SD card. So yeah, I think there's other stuff I could do with it, but to use three or free 3D apps. Well, so for what should we call it? For the designing, I use uh, Autodesk Fusion, um, Fusion 360 for the 3D design, which there's like a free personal version of it, um, and then you have to like pay for it if you use it like professionally, and um, then for like the 3D design like slicing software to turn like an image into a 3D printable file. I use Ultimaker Kira, which is free. But then you can get free STL files in a bunch of different places online. Sometimes they have restrictions for, if you can, use if it's personal use only or whatever the case is. Um, we doing a leather tool making 3D print stream. Leather tool making 3D print stream. Yeah, that'd be cool. Make another stamp or something. Yeah, I'm not sure if this is what you mean, but doing like a screen capture of me like designing something in my 3D software, I think would be interesting to watch. Um, it it always kind of blows my mind, even though I'm the one doing it, how I can I don't really have any examples as far as I know, except for my stamp, I suppose. Um, but yeah, just taking like an image, like an image of my logo, putting it down as a canvas, tracing it out, and then yeah, just taking it and adding the adding the depth, doing it the wrong way the first time, of course. Again, you got to do it backwards because it's a stamp. But yeah, taking it, like raising it up, giving it that 3D, the dimension to it, and then dropping it on the table, and then doing the back. This is like a super simple project, but even still, it's really cool to kind of take it and bring it into reality. And then, well, hmm, yeah, I don't. Well, yeah, here we go. Yeah, I really still have sick brain. So these are my buckles for my costume that I'm working on, and these were just fully kind of from my own brain. So figuring out the kind of thicknesses, where how to kind of make these two different pieces with this little stop piece right here, and have the little prongs be sort of go on an angle and end up on this plane here and make them cylindrical. And yeah, it's a whole kind of process that's really cool to watch. Again, even when I'm the person doing it, it's cool to just kind of see how it comes together in real life. Well, in virtual life, I suppose. But let's see where to end up. Uh, Hopefully you can figure it out. You're guessing a computer is the best option to use, like as opposed to like a desktop, as opposed to a laptop. You mean? Because with Fusion 360, you can adjust the a lot of settings in it to make it a little more um, you kind of lighten the load on your computer, which I definitely had to do. um, so you like take away some like shadows and simplify the graphics and that kind of stuff, and it makes it makes it run a lot better on even you know a more simple setup. Just gonna file this guy down. I had some kind of rough machining. Not that it was even machining. It looks like they just probably sliced it, but the very sharp edges on here just kind of cutting into my table. I'm gonna leave this edge nice and sharp to run across the leather, but that should be a lot easier or a lot better. Alrighty. Yeah, for sure. And yeah, kind of show off the process, show that it's certainly not impossible, and it's just something different to stream. Check my distance here, make sure I put it back. Yeah, let's see, put it right back in the same spot. All right, so I have better clamp system. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm not sure what to do about that. Like, I do like um, I do like the fact that it's a screw type mechanism. So I feel like I probably get a lot more pressure put onto it than just some sort of an arbor press or like some kind of like a squeezing clamp system or something like that. But but yeah, this definitely gives me only a very small amount of pressure to work with, and this handle up here is freaking really tiny and not very ergonomic. So it's literally a pain to use. But yeah, I want to get an arbor press anyway for other stuff, so I can give it a shot. And yeah, maybe I'll be surprised. Maybe I don't need quite as much pressure as I think I do. Doctor Evil, what did I do? Um, oh yeah, you're might be able to make it work with your iPad. I don't know if you can run a 3D design software on your phone because I really I mean, maybe to some effect, but having like a mouse and a keyboard um, to help, like kind of, move and maneuver the design in 3D space and, get all the little measurements and everything. That would be, oh, yeah, that would be just the worst to try to do it with your fingers. I'm assuming. Uh, Sorry, I know I'm pretty far behind. Yeah, no, it's a nice soft edge now, so it'll kind of just run across my table a lot better. I'm sure it'll get flattened down. I'm sure it'll get flattened down like this guy eventually. So that was originally, a nice round. This whole thing was a round tip, and so it's gotten pretty damn worn out. And I'd like switched to the other side at one point because this side was like so freaking ground down. Oops, let's put that back. Let's see. You're gonna make shake and bake pork chops tonight. No shake and bake seasoning, so you gotta make your own. Yeah, that works. That sounds good. I don't eat pork chops enough. I don't know why, or very often, I guess. Um, like they're usually pretty inexpensive and taste really good. I just never think about them for some reason. My fiance has made a good pork chop with like a ranch dip seasoning kind of thing. Like you make your own ranch with like the little dehydrated packet thing, but she uses that and like covers them and I don't know, does other wizardry type stuff. I'm not much of a cook. Uh, but yeah, I should see if she'd be down to do that again soon.